Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing a love reading for you. Whenever this reading finds you is the exact moment that Spirit wants you to hear it. Now, if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It is linked in the description box below. Now, Aquarius, let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Death card, the Four of Swords, the Six of Wands, angels and Spirit guides. The Tower, interesting. The Nine of Pentacles. The Page of Cups, angels and Spirit guides. Ooh, the falling on the floor. Okay. The Five of Wands. The Magician. And the Six of Swords. Perfect. Okay. Let me lower this down. I don't think you can see the Six of Swords. There we go. Perfect. All right. All right, Aquarius. At the heart of everything during this time, just give me a moment, actually. Okay. At the heart of everything is the Four of Cups. This is going to be a time where you're changing your mind and you're changing your whole entire life. You're looking at things in a very certain way, and you've been looking at things in a very certain way. And Spirit is going to make you look at things differently. And it's a little bit of kicking and screaming, looking at things differently. It's like, no, I have to look at it just like this. Like, what's going on? I have to be doing this. And as you step back from it, you're going to be set free. There is a sense of just a sense of release, a sense of calm that comes over you, a sense of also like emotional calm that comes over. And it's like, oh, I didn't realize. And you start looking up. And you start looking up and you see the expanse of the horizon. You see so much more before you. And it brings us then to the Death card. Now, this is the fear. Now, it can be a fear of death, most definitely. But this Death card the Death card doesn't denote death. In the very, very beginning of the tarot, everything was a bit more blunt, and you could say that it did. So people could argue, that. But Scorpio energy is represented by the Death card. And this is October 23rd to November 21st. And you can say that's a bit rude if it's death and destruction is Scorpio, but people could argue for it, sure. What you're going to see here, Aquarius, is that there is this transformation coming. And there's this definite link with the spirit world. So as you are connecting with the spirit world, you are seeing yourself transform. And you're seeing this world in a very different way. Think of the old myths and legends. This deck right here, based off of the Mabinogion. The Mabinogion is the collection of Welsh folklore. And it is beautiful. It is sad. Welsh stories are sad. They don't have happy endings. But there's a beauty to them. And there's a connection with the other world that is quite powerful. And what you're going to see is that there's a transformation of you that's coming forward. And there's a bit of a fear. Like, what if I don't transform the way I want to? Like, what if I don't reach my goals? What if it isn't right? And Spirit says, what if you do, but in a different way than you expected? Or what if you move forward and you start dancing dancing a different dance entirely, seeing things in a different way entirely. And it moves you then to the need to focus. And the need to focus is on the armor that you have on, this wall of protection that we make in our world. But I see this as the wall of protection between you and the spirit world. Like, what if you let your psychic self move forward powerfully, beautifully, and connectively? What if you open the door to healing and to love? And what if you see yourself in a very different way? And what if I carry this armor of protection because once I did connect to the spirit world, once I had that power, and I was mocked, or it was ridiculed, or I felt, less than. And I didn't fully own that power. I didn't fully see myself, or I owned that power and I was shamed out of it. You could also be having difficulty with the Scorpio. So just be aware of that. Or a love that you had came to an end. You felt like it came to a death. So just be aware of that as well. What you're going to see here is that you're honoring your dreams. You need to honor your dreams. There is something inside you that has been hibernating. Why? Because there is this wall that was built. And as it starts to thaw, you start to see yourself. As you start to step into your power, You start to see what you truly love and truly want. You're guided by spirit, protected by spirit here. And the thing is, it's to find that door. It's to move forward. It's to say, there's more here than meets the eye. And as you do so, you're moving into the energy that you're leaving behind. And the energy that you're leaving behind, it can be a little bit sad because it's the Six of Wands. It's success. It's prosperity. It's joy of self. It's holding your head up high. It's a job well done. And you cannot want to leave that, right? It's like, oh, this is cozy and this is nice. But it's like, now I know what success is. And it can be a success from once upon a time, like the beginning of your story, right? Or the middle of your story. But it can be not yesterday. But you have that success there. And you know what it is. And you know what it feels like. And you know what you want. And the success is in love. But the success is also in life. It is the passion of existence. It's the fire of getting up in the morning. And what you see is that your greatest strength when it comes to love, and I know this sounds really ridiculous, is the Tower. And when you have a Tower time, and that is your strength, is that you know what it is like to have things fall apart, to not go according to plan, to have this tower built and it all knocked down. And you're dealing with the rubble of it all. And you're like, how? Why? It doesn't have to be something that everybody sees. It can be a personal battle that you've had. It gives you compassion. It gives you understanding. It gives you a sense of knowing. And the fact of the matter is, you have weathered many storms. You're not looking for somebody who is perfect. And it's not saying, oh, take the, bottom of the barrel type of thing. No, it is saying that this is a time of no judgment. This is a time of release and connection. And as you do so, you're transforming, you're gaining an understanding, you're looking at things. And because of the Tower times that you've been through, you know what love really is. And you know what manipulation, you know when you're being conned, Aquarius, you know when you're being conned. And you're so not here for that. You're here for an authenticity of self, of heart, of soul, of being. And it moves you then to the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is your near future. And that has a soulmate connection, right? Swans mate for life. And there is a sense here of bounty and abundance. Guard your purse, okay? You will have the scammer come forward. You will have the false love come forward. You're tired of that. It's like, no, I'm not here for this. And your energy can push it away. All right? Because your power of being, authenticity of self, beauty of heart will be too much for the person whose energy vibration isn't high. And when your energy vibration cannot be lowered, they're like, oh, either I up my game or I get out. And usually they get out. So just be aware of that. Don't look too much at the big picture. And I know that sounds funny to say, but what Spirit is saying here is that don't look at everything, right? Look at where you stand right now and say, I need to fix this. It's kind of like putting back together the tower. Don't look at everything that fell apart. It's like, okay, I need to build this wall, right? This section, these however many bricks. I'm going to lay, you can say, I'm going to lay bricks for, let's say 4 hours, right? A good hard day's work, or longer. You could do it from sunrise to sunset. But give yourself this time plan, and say, this is what I'm going to do. So in your near future, as you're looking at all the bounty that you are harvesting, it's like, I'm harvesting this section of land first. I'm harvesting this within my life first. And then it will grow, and then it will grow. Because the atmosphere that is around you is that of being a student of love and unexpected blessings coming in. This unexpected joy is coming forward. It's like, oh, wow, I didn't expect that. I didn't see that. This is the Page of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So if you're born on the cusp with Pisces, if you have water sign energy in your life, enhancing Scorpio right here, it can come through very powerfully, very beautifully. What you're going to see for yourself is that you are looking at the dreams of it all, the sense of learning and discovering. And isn't that what we do when we fall in love or when we're in love? We learn and discover the person because they don't see things the way that we do, and we don't see things the way that they do. Hopefully we complement each other, but sometimes not on everything, but all the time, not on everything. And so here, there is a blessing coming in. There is a heart moving forward. There's a love, there's a joy, there's an unexpected bliss that you are connecting with in the midst of a crazy world. And there's also a healing of your inner child, of what it is that you desire, of what it is that you thought love was when you were little, and then what it turned out to be as we grow, or as you grow. And it moves us then to the environment. And this is the Five of Wands. There's bickering, there's arguing, there's chaos here. I mean, have you looked at the world? That there's chaos here. And so with the Five of Wands, it's an acknowledgement of chaos. And it is saying, I see you, I understand you, but I'm not getting pulled into your nonsense. I'm keeping my energy vibration high and beautiful. And as you do so, you embrace the heart and soul of what you truly want. And it leads us then to the hope and the fear of the magician. As above, so below. As you think it, so it becomes. The good thoughts, the bad thoughts, and all the thoughts in between have tremendous power. This is you also seeing your gifts, seeing your worth, noting what it is that you want in your life, and moving forward in joy and in blessing. But it is also our fear. How do I stand before the altar of my existence, claiming my power, claiming what I desire, claiming what I want for my life, being seen as the powerful transformer, being seen as magical, as beautiful, as special? It's seeing your magic and it's seeing your worth. And it's knowing that your magic starts, as corny as it might sound, with your thoughts. And then you take this knowledge and you move forward, guided by the angels, right? Guided and protected with what you love most protected. And you move forward towards so much more. It does mean that you find love, Aquarius. And if you're already in love, it means that you have that love and you move forward with it. But it also means that we're not always sure. Because we're human beings, we're not always sure. Uncertainty is the only certainty we have in life. There are things that Spirit does not want us to see. Ways the Spirit does not want us to move forward. Does not want us to be, forewarned about. And you may say, what's the use in tarot then? Fair enough. But it's the guidance, it's the insight, it's the wisdom, it's the understanding, it's a little bit of clarity in a very chaotic world. And that's what we're moving forward in. The sense of knowledge and the sense of healing. And you take 1/6 that you have moved away from, right? And you're moving into another 6. And 6 is the most nurturing, most healing, most compassionate of numbers. So Aquarius, you're looking for compassion and healing. You're looking for that deeper connection. And you're looking for the humanness of what you truly want. And it brings us then to the spirit message of it all. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And this is blissful. Follow your bliss. Joseph Campbell said, follow your bliss. He was a mythologist, right? He said, follow your bliss, embrace your joy. Fill your heart with bliss. Be blissful in existence. And you will see that those that surround you will more often than not be blissful in and of themselves. And so here it is making bliss your priority and your joy. And it moves us then to the chakra message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels of spiritual awakening. This is the crown chakra. You're awakening to so much more. So what you're looking at is not the same black and white that it felt like once upon a time, right? The beginning of our stories. You're looking at so much more of what you want from a partner, what you want from life, what you want for yourself. And it brings us then to the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. And this is being mindful of rebirth. This is being mindful of the transformation of it all. That a rebirth, a birth in and of itself is painful. And it's showing yourself grace and compassion during a time of change, during a time of rebirth, during a time of transformation. And we can be having a bit of difficulty with that transformation, of kind of wanting things to be all one way or all another. It moves us then to the subconscious spirit message, which is magical. Again, a hope and a fear is the magician. What does the magician hold? Magic. So it is embracing the magical for yourself. It is seeing the magic within our world. And it moves us then to the subconscious spirit message, chakra message, which is peace, which is again the crown chakra, crowning yourself with peace, crowning yourself with harmony. The subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Eight of Pentacles. You could be too caught up in the details of everything, so do be mindful about that. But also be mindful of this sense of like all work and no play, of falling, too deeply also into this sense of like, I have to work on myself, I have to work on myself, I have to work on myself. That can also be, that I'm also hearing like, no, let yourself be, right? We work on ourselves. We work to be better, to be joyous, to let beauty into our lives. But it's not this constant, oh, I have to improve, I have to improve. It's like, this is who I am. And as I embrace peace, as I embrace harmony, as I embrace love, as I embrace happiness, the energy vibration goes up and up and up. And also be mindful of workaholic energy coming forward. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message. And it's the Three of Swords. You've had heartbreak. You've had pain. You've had disappointment. You can be gun shy, right? You can be, apprehensive when it comes to love. And that is okay. Know that it comes from a place of emotional truth. It can come from this life. It can come from past lives. You could have seen your parents' relationship blow up. You could have had your relationship blow up. You could have seen somebody in passing who just told the story of like the horrendous relationship that they were in, and you're like, never me. So just be aware of this, that somewhere in your psyche, heartbreak has been deeply, deeply felt, even if you can't pinpoint it right away. And letting yourself heal and letting yourself move forward from that heartbreak is going to be such a gift, because you know what pain is. And that's part of your strength. That's part of your power, is your compassion and your love. And the grace that you show others, now show it to yourself. And let love bloom forward. All right, Aquarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Bye.